Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Hey there, welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. Okay, so we know, maybe kind of stressful as the student loan grace period comes to an end. So today we talk about what to do when it expires. Let's get right to it. So if you graduated this past spring, you're facing a pretty tough situation. Your student loan grace period is going to be out of deferment, and you're going to have to start making payments. Ouch! Well, for most student loan borrowers, you get a 6-month grace period after graduation. So for May and June graduates, that period is expiring in October or November. What will typically happen is your lender will send you a letter about now, 1 to 2 months before your first payment is due, explaining to you how much your payments will be, where to send the payments, and a whole bunch of privacy information. They also provide you with a customer service number that you can call if you have any questions. If you have student loans and you haven't received this information yet, make sure to get in touch with your lender. If you don't know who that is, we can help you out. We have a link at thecollegeinvestor.com you can follow. Once you have that information, you have to start making payments. On time, every time. How long is the student loan grace period? Good question. So for most undergraduate federal loans, the student loan grace period is 6 months after you graduate, like we mentioned earlier. Now, there is no grace period for PLUS loans, though. However, most students who take on PLUS loans utilize an in-school deferment, so they're still not making payments during school. For private loans, there's also typically no grace period, but every lender is different. Some undergraduate private loans will allow deferments or some type of minimum payment, like $25 a month, while in school. The best private loan grace period we've seen is 9 months after graduation. Student loan refinancing loans have no grace period. We have a list of the best student loan refinancing options at thecollegeinvestor.com. So here's what to do if the payment amount is just too much for you. The worst thing you can do is not pay your student loans. It will damage your credit. No matter how hard you try to avoid them, they'll never go away. The government's just going to come after you later and garnish your wages, or even your Social Security. So, start paying your loans. But you don't have to be burdened by your payments. When you first receive your letter from the lender that you're on about your minimum payment, that's based on the standard repayment plan. That's the standard 10-year flat monthly payment. However, you do have other options to choose from. You simply have to call your lender to figure out what's going to be working best for you. You can select a repayment plan that absolutely works for you and your paycheck. Before you freak out at your monthly payment when you get that letter, realize there are tons of options for student loan repayment. The standard plan is the default, but there are plenty of ways to make your payment affordable. In Chapter 4 of our Definitive Guide to Student Loan Debt, you can find that at, you guessed it, thecollegeinvestor.com, we break down each repayment plan for you. If you have federal student loans, there are also repayment plans that include student loan forgiveness and could potentially have payments of $0 per month if you qualify. You can also check out on our website the secret ways to get student loan forgiveness, which highlights all of those programs. And if your income is low enough, you will qualify for one of them. You can ask for continued deferment. If you are just having a temporary hardship at the end of your 6-month deferment, you could ask for a continuation of your deferment for hardship. Many student loan servicers will grant extended deferments for a variety of situations. That includes illness, financial hardship, and a whole lot more. You just have to call your lender and then explain your situation to them. Remember, though, extending your deferment will not get you out of student loan debt. In fact, it's going to make it worse, since interest will continue to accrue. You can consolidate or refinance. You could consider this, consolidating or refinancing your student loans. Student loan consolidation for federal loans won't help you payment-wise, other than just make it easier to make one payment instead of a lot. Refinancing or consolidating your private student loans might actually be helpful, but make sure you do it the right way. The biggest student loan scams out there all revolve around student loan consolidation. That's why we put together an amazing resource for you for student loan consolidation. Everything you need to know about student loan consolidation. We also make the titles of the things that we have, logical. So it helps. Make sure you read that, see if your loan consolidation is really going to be right for you. You can find that resource and plenty others. Just type in the name of this podcast at thecollegeinvestor.com. You'll find the article. Boom, you're ready to go. Thanks so much for stopping by today. That's all we have for you. I hope it was helpful, and we'll talk to you again real soon.